Hi, thank you for coming out today. We're here at Massaro Community Farm, and we're going to meet up with Farmer Corey in the Learning Garden, and he's going to teach us all about the farm. Let's go!
Hi everyone, we're at Massaro Community Farm. My name is Corey Thomas, and I'm the Education Director here at the farm. We're here in our Learning Garden space, which is a place where we learn what happens over the whole farm in a smaller area. We're in the first week in October, so there are a couple different things that are growing right now. Things like our ground cherries and our corn is done for this season, but some summer crops, like our peppers, are still growing really well. We're also starting to grow some cold-tolerant crops, or things that like to grow in the fall, like kale, bok choy, and lettuce. Here in the lower field of the farm, we have a couple of different crops that do really well in cold weather, which we're experiencing right now in October. So here we have some kale, some broccoli, some more kale, and far back over there, that pretty row of green and red plants is some chard. If we live somewhere maybe farther south, like Pennsylvania, or even farther down, South Carolina, Georgia, these are crops that you could grow way later in the fall when it's very cold down there, whereas here, we have to plant these type of plants maybe in about August before the weather starts to get really cold. If we tried to plant warm weather crops like corn or tomatoes or peppers in August or September, they wouldn't have enough time to get big to harvest by the time the cold fall weather moves in.
As I explored the field and looked at some colorful flowers, I noticed that I was joined by some friends who are also drawn by the bright colors. Do you see my friends? Here, how about I show you a closer look? The bees play a really important role on the farm, and they have their own space too. Let's go head over to the beehive and meet up again with Farmer Corey.
We have lots of beehives here at Massaro Community Farm. Each of the honeybees helps us pollinate the crops that we grow. So by pollinating, we mean they're helping us produce the vegetables and fruits that we eat out of the fields. The bees communicate with each other and share where the food is on the farm, where the flowers are, so that they can get pollen. Eventually, they'll make honey in the beehives, which we harvest and sell here at the farm. We also get extra beeswax from the bees that we use to make things like candles and other things like that.
Do you remember the educational garden that was at the beginning of the tour? Well, it had some plots that were full and some plots that were empty. And that educational garden is just a small model of the rest of the farm. So in the farm, we can see big plots that are filled with vegetables and big plots that are completely empty. The ones that are full have vegetables that like this colder weather, and the ones that are empty used to have vegetables that like the warm summer weather. In the educational garden, because it's small, you can use a shovel to clear out some of the plots. But for the rest of the garden, you're going to need some really big tools. Just like this tractor. Can you see how big this is? They use this to take out all the dying plants in the field, so it's going to be ready for planting new seeds in the springtime. Do you know what these greenhouses do on the farm? Let's go inside and check them out. These greenhouses were built as a way to keep plants growing for a longer time. The building takes in the warmth from the sun and heats up the inside, protecting the plants from the cold weather. In the fall time, Farmer Corey can plant summer vegetables in here because it feels like it's summer inside the greenhouse. This is a trick many farmers use to increase the amount of vegetables they can grow during the year. Now let's go see another one of the greenhouses. These tomato plants naturally like to grow on the ground horizontally. But if Farmer Corey lets the stems lay flat on the ground, they wouldn't be very easy for humans to pick. Plus, it would be easier for small animals and insects to eat them if they were close to the ground. You can see here, to solve that problem, farmers like Farmer Corey take a string and tie it around the tomato plant stem from the ground to the top of the greenhouse. This way, the plant can grow vertically and the tomatoes are easier to pick and are up off the ground where they can't be eaten. And the tomato plants, which are a summer vegetable, can stay around well into the fall months since it's protected from the cold weather outside. Looks like these tomato plants can survive for months later compared to the ones that are planted outside. Isn't that neat? Now let's check back in with Farmer Corey with my last questions. So Corey, what's your favorite thing about being a farmer in Connecticut?
Probably my favorite thing about being a farmer in Connecticut is that every day is a little bit different. We're always planting something new. I'm always taking care of a different animal. We always have different challenges with weather and different things happening. So every day is a little different, which makes it exciting.
That's awesome. Now, Corey, what is the most challenging thing about being a farmer?
Most challenging. Well, a farm is outside. There's lots of different things that live outside. So we might have insects or birds or animals like to eat the things that we're trying to grow. So it's a challenge to keep them safe, but also make sure they don't munch on our vegetables.
Very good point. All right, last question. What is your favorite vegetable that is grown in Connecticut?
My favorite vegetable that's grown in Connecticut. It's very hard to find in a grocery store. You might have to go to a farm to find it, but that would be ground cherries. They're in the same family as tomatoes, but they have their own little wrapper, and they taste like pineapple.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming. Have a good day, everyone.
See you next time. Let's review what we learned today. We learned that all plants are different and like to grow in different seasons. We also learned that the length of each season depends on where in the world you live. We learned that kale, bok choy, and chard are cold-tolerant plants and can be grown in the fall, and that corn, tomatoes, and peppers like to be planted in the summer. We learned that bees help pollinate the plants on the farm, and greenhouses help plants survive longer because they trap in the heat from the sun. And we learned Farmer Corey's favorite vegetable is ground cherries.